What is up, guys? This is Data Ripple coming at you with the pre-fight interview with my boy HzGaming4U going up. He has a huge fight coming up tonight against a longtime rival, FightNightsFinest. And we're starting this thing just to add something to the fights. Give you something to look forward to before and after the fights. So yeah, here we go. First things first, I just want to thank HzGaming for being such a vital partner and starting this thing to begin with, and helping to make sure it goes down without a hitch. We do it because we love the game, and we do it for you guys. That way you guys have a place to go when you want to play Fight Night Champion without having to deal with exploiters and spammers and things of that nature. So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Number one question for my boy HzGaming. So with such a huge fight coming up against a bitter rival, I know you've said in the past that you go into all fights cool as cucumber. But with this being such a big heated rivalry fight, is there any kind of nervousness, any kind of anxiety, any sweaty palms, anything like that that you can tell us about?
Thank you very much, Dave. I really appreciate it, man. I really do it for the love of the game, I don't want this great game to go away. I want it to keep on going on forever, because the servers are getting old. They took away our store, so we can't even buy XP, so I got a feeling that the game is gonna go offline soon, and that's why I do it, because I love the game. That's all, man. Okay, answer to question 1. Yeah, I know. I stated in the past that I go as cool as a cucumber into my fights, but yeah, there's always some nerves in the back. I mean, there's no way we're gonna be able to go into a huge fight like this 100% with no nerves and no sweaty palms or anything like that. I try to focus as much as I can, but it's almost impossible, to go into a big fight like this with no nerves. But yeah, I do know this is a long time rival. Me and FightNightsFinest has been going at it since the last league, and as you guys know, we always got a lot of differences. But I don't see this as in a pride thing. Win or lose, my pride is not gonna be damaged. Unfortunately, I don't know if his will, but mine won't. People will still continue to get along with me as they done in the past, and that's not going to change. I do a lot for these people, and they do a lot for me. So, the bond that we got is not going to be broken just because one person beats me. Or if not, it's not going to be affected, if I win, still going to be the same thing. People are going to support me. And that's why I got great friends. So, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Win or lose, people are going to support you, man. Like I said, you do a lot for people, and we all appreciate that, man, myself included. So we're going to move on to the next question. With this being such a huge fight and such, not necessarily pride on the line, but you know what I mean, just your reputation, going in against a huge competitor in FightNightsFinest and a heated rivalry fight. Is there anything special that you did to train for this fight that you don't usually do for the average Joe in OWC or something like that? Any special tactics that you used, any new game plans that you came up with, anything like that?
Yeah, I know. Well, going into this fight, really, I just gotta continue what I do, keep preparing hard with my team, the band camp. They're great fighters. They're fighters at the same level or above FightNightsFinest, so FightNightsFinest is not the hardest opponent that I have ever fought by a long shot. So I don't have to basically do any special trainings or go an extra mile, but I do respect his style. I do respect his how good he is, and I do have to prepare myself just exactly the same way I have prepared myself to fight against everybody else of his caliber. But yeah, I don't have to do anything special. My crew, the band camp, we have plenty of great fighters on there. I already sparred with IQ, and I sparred with Big Loke, and I sparred with Labrisiana. I'm about to spar a few times, so I think that's enough preparation there. And they are at the same caliber as FightNightsFinest. So yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Sparring with those guys definitely a good way to up your game. Louisiana beasts, man. The other guys you mentioned, all beasts. Boxing IQ, man. Yeah, that's definitely going to help you out. But moving on to the next question. With both you guys being on YouTube and seeing each other and getting in the ring together before, you kind of know each other's styles. Is there any one thing or one weapon that you know you got to look out for? And if so, what is it and how will you counter it?
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, my opponent, FightNightsFinest, something I do have to watch out for. He is a great counter puncher, man. You know, he may not move around the ring as much as everybody else, but it's for a reason. You know, he stands there and he's ready to launch at you with its vicious combos with different hands. You know, he could do a double hook to the body and follow up with a left uppercut and a straight, or he just puts his punches together very well, and that comes from his experience. So I'm not gonna take nothing away from Finest about that. He's probably the best combo. When it comes to combo, he's the best in the league when it comes to combos. But from everything else, he's just like us, you know. So it's just a matter of who gets who first, who lands better shots, and we'll go from there. But yes, I had to watch out for his combos, and there's no way that I'm gonna allow myself to just stay there and keep getting hit by combos. So I guess that's how I will counter that, Dave. Yep.
Awesome, man. Looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Now, your opponent before has poked fun and criticized you, saying that you only have 3 combinations. What is your response to that?
yes, he have. He have mentioned in the past that I only have limited of combos, but I'm really just doing. I'm not a guy that I stick to some combos and keep doing them over and over. I'm a guy that I'm gonna do whatever my opponent gives me. So if my opponent is open to something, I'm gonna keep on doing that. If my opponent's doing something else, I'm gonna try something different. You know, but I don't believe that's true. I do have different things. I never do the same pattern over and over. It's just when my opponent does. And as you know, Dave, most of my opponents, all they do is kind of like land a few punches and just run the fuck away from me. And so they kind of force me to kind of do the same thing because I'm always on the chase and stuff like that. And people just fight different when they fight against me for some reason. So no, I do have a lot in my arsenal. I could do different things, and I'm gonna prove it tonight.
Very nice, man. Very nice. I'm looking forward to seeing you do just that and seeing what's all in your arsenal. Next question is, I know you guys got a heated rivalry. You guys don't really like each other all that much. But if somebody held a gun to your boy's head and said you have to say something nice about FightNightsFinest, what would it be?
Yeah, that is a very funny question, Dave. If somebody does put a gun in my head and say something great about FightNightsFinest, it's gonna be a hard one. I might be like, before I talk, I guess the gunman is gonna have to cock his gun and kind of like, get ready to shoot, and I could hear the bullet coming. But yes, I will say that he's great for the Fight Night champion community, because he keeps people in his channel, and people see him, and through him he could find us. They could find us. So he's a great member for the community, of the all around YouTube community, and it's very important to have him around if we want to keep this game alive. So I guess that's the good thing that I have to admire about him and give him respect for. So yeah, there you go, Dave. That was a hard one, dude.
I agree, man. I agree. FightNightsFinest is a great member of the Fight Night community. He's constantly bringing in new people, which does lead to us. And, he's constantly helping other people out and doing his thing. And, that's what's up. So that is one great thing that you could say about FightNightsFinest. Getting to the end, I got a couple more questions. And the next one is, if you had to predict the way this fight was going to go, how do you predict it?
Well, yeah, of course. If I was gonna predict who's gonna win the fight or what's gonna happen. Of course, I gotta go with myself, because if you believe you're gonna lose before you start a fight, so might as well don't fight, because you're gonna lose. You know, that's where, you know, the Henry Ford quote that says neither you think you can or think that you can't. Either way, you are correct, my friend. So you have to go forward with this fight saying, I'm going to win. And that's going to be what I'm going to believe throughout the whole fight. No matter if what happens, I'm going to believe that I'm going to win. I have the tools to do it. I done it in the past, so I could do it again. And I believe I'm a better fighter now than I was before. So I'm sure he's a better fighter. Hopefully he's a better fighter than he was before. But I am definitely a better fighter than I was before. So I think that's going to be the difference tonight.
Awesome, man. It's always nice to see fighters that are confident. So getting to the end, man, I just want to thank you for your time and thank you for all you do for the community and the league. And I want to go ahead and let you close the show and tell these people why they do not want to miss this fight. Fight Night's Finest versus HzGaming going down tonight. And take it away, man.
Hell yeah, most definitely, Dave. To everybody out there, subscribers or non-subscribers, you guys do not want to miss this fight. It's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a heated war. There's gonna be a lot of bad blood in the ring. It's gonna be a lot of technical boxing. It's gonna be very simulation boxing to its best. There's gonna be some type of Ali versus Fraser type of shit. You know, it's gonna be Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard type of stuff. You know, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be De La Hoya Trinidad type of stuff. You know, close fights. Very technical and very professional, because we are both very professional guys in the ring. So you guys better not miss it. You guys better dare to not miss it, because you're gonna be missing out on something great. But we will be posting the fight on the forum, and going forward, we are gonna start adding all the fights on the forum for you guys. So yeah, Dave, thank you very much. I really appreciate this interview, man. Taking the time to host this interview, guy. So take it easy, my brother.